Hey, this is Matt once again. Welcome back to another video. This is another paid request. This time for DavieVids, who wanted me to do a commentary on the film Happy Birthday to Me from 1981. Now, for those interested in requesting any type of reviews or re-reviews or topics, reactions, commentaries, pretty much anything, feel free to send either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. I'm not really a fan of this slasher film, so I don't know how this will go. I thought the ending was just too goofy and wannabe Mission Impossible style, and it's a pretty long movie for a slasher film. I mean, it's almost 2 hours long, and I don't know. The better slasher films are usually like 80 to 90 minutes long. But anyway, let's get started. 3, 2, 1, pressing play. So, I know there's a lot of people who like the film. That's cool. I mean, if we're talking slasher films, I much prefer My Bloody Valentine, April Fool's Day, most of the Friday the 13th films, most of the Nightmare on Elm Street films. I liked Silent Madness more. I liked Madman more. I liked Terror Train more. I'd have to, just before Dawn, I would say I like more. J. Lee Thompson, I mean, he would go on to direct a lot of Charles Bronson films. I mean, pretty much at the end of the canon era, it seemed like Charles Bronson only wanted to work with J. Lee Thompson. Because J. Lee Thompson did 10 to Midnight, The Evil That Men Do, Death Wish 4, I think Tinjate, Forbidden Subjects. And I also did my favorite Chuck Norris film, Firewalker. So J. Lee Thompson has done films I've enjoyed. I mean, he did some of the, like I said, 10 to Midnight, Evil That Men Do. I think he also did Murphy's Law. I mean, he did some of the better Charles Bronson canon films. I mean, if he had directed Death Wish 3, I'd say all of them, but all the decent Bronson films. So this woman trips this lady with her stupid leash and she doesn't apologize or do anything. What a lovely lady. Don't care for your red hat or your attitude, lady. Take that scarf and throw you. Almost like they had matching scarves. But yeah, I mean, I've said before, slasher films were such a huge thing at this time. I mean, yes, in the 70s you had stuff like Halloween. You could argue Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Some say it's a slasher, some say it's not. Black Christmas, of course. But the success of Friday the 13th, that's John Saxton, not John Saxon, not the actor from Nightmare on Elm Street and Enter the Dragon. There's a T in this. So this lady's being strangled. Man, the horrors aren't blaring. Make you sure this is serious. This is absolutely serious, guys. The horns are blaring. Must be a great car. I mean, this soundproof. Gotta check what kind of car this is. You scream your head off, no one hears you. So the first death is a strangulation. Which I don't know. I mean, the oh, wait a minute. Wait. There you go. Bit different. Okay. Like, to be perfectly honest, I haven't seen this film in forever. So who knows? Maybe I'll like it more on the second time watch. Because I haven't seen this film in probably 10 years. Why she's not still running, I have no idea. Like, run into public instead of just hiding there. Someone's going to go, well, you don't know how it'd be because you haven't been that scared. I'm like, well, you're right, but yeah, you just want to run. Why are you stopping there, lady? You ran 3 feet and you stopped. Why did she run 3 feet and stopped? Someone she recognizes, so. Yep, someone she recognizes. I mean, it's very brief, but it looked like a decent throat slit. But yeah, she like ran 3 feet and then she stopped again. I mean, you need to be like Usain Bolt and just run till your heart's content. But yeah, after Friday the 13th was such a huge success, I mean, even outgrossing films like The Shining and stuff, every studio wanted their Friday the 13th. Low budget, get the gore in, get the crowd in. That's why you had like every studio try and do their own thing for years. And just a gluttony of slasher films. I mentioned, Prom Night, Terror Train, My Bloody Valentine, Christmas, some would argue Christmas Evil isn't, but, Silent Night, Deadly Night, Number on Elm Street, like all this stuff, Again Indian, Madman, Don't Go in the Woods, this film, New Year's Evil. This just goes on and on. I mean, if you cost, 2-3 million and you made 12 million or 13 million, that's still a huge success. Much different than nowadays. People, even though it'd still be a success, it's either you go to streaming or it's got to make 100 million. So you got pet mouse named George, yeah. So this guy on the left feels like he wants to be Arnie Cunningham from Christine. Of course, that came out after this. I think that one guy is Matt Craven, who I remember from the 1980 Jacob's Ladder movie. Yeah, I think that guy, not the guy standing up and walking. I think that guy on the left with the crazy hair and the red shirt is Matt Craven. He's in Jacob's Ladder, the 1990 movie. I could stop the ladder. That he created the experiments and the drug, I should say. He created the drug and tries to talk to Tim Robbins' character. So he dropped the mouse, the rat, into the mud and created this big fight in this bar. Can't really say the characters are that likable. I mean, yeah, the one crowd was being loud and rambunctious, but at the same time, yeah, they're drunk, getting drunk and having a party. It's a bar. I mean, guess what? A bar usually tends to get loud. And now they get in their cars, and what are they gonna do? Well, they don't play Fast and Furious. It's about family. So yeah, they're getting ready for their Fast and the Furious business. Okay, then we'll jump the drawbridge. Well, I guess you get a little bit of that J. Lee Thompson action, like you're showcasing Bronson movies. What an idiot. I mean, it is a pretty good stunt, and the car lands like that. Like, and she freaked the hell out. She run into the woods. Yeah, the weird twist ending where it looks like Melissa, it looks like the girl's face, but it's a fake Mission Impossible type of face, and it's actually one of the other girls. I think was that girl doing the death stare. Because I think there was something about originally there's supposed to be, it was supposed to be this girl as the killer, Melissa, and some type of supernatural thing going on. Either she got possessed or something. And then it was going that direction, but then either something was rewritten last minute or something was changed last minute, so you got this really confusing ending. Where then the cop comes in and goes, "What did you do?" So she don't get blamed for the killing, even though she didn't do anything. So it's kind of a, I know a lot of people like the ending. I'm not one of them. Also, the advertising, kept talking about the most bizarre murders. I'm like, well, the first kill wasn't that bizarre. It was a throat slit. I mean, if you've seen a Friday the 13th film, you've seen that. So she's at a gravesite talking to it. Same killer with black gloves. I mean, doesn't that kind of show and prove that it's, you know, she's not the killer? Oh, okay, I guess not. Just this guy. Oh, that wasn't creepy at all. I'll walk you home. Damn, that's not a dirtbag at all. I'll walk you home. What, you want to be Undertaker? I got your note. I'll walk you home. Yeah, she really didn't live that far from it. God, what a gigantic house. Must be rich as hell. Giant of a house. Oh, is that Lawrence Dane? Or I think that guy who plays the dad, I think he was in. If it's the same actor I'm thinking of. If not, then I'm wrong. But if it is, he's in this really good film called. I think it is. He's in a really good film called Rituals with Hal Holbrook, which is kind of a take on Deliverance, but I actually like it a lot more than Deliverance. Really like Rituals. Yeah, it is. It is him. I forget his name. Is it Lawrence Day? I forget his name, but yeah, he was in Rituals with Hal Holbrook. Really good movie. I said, take on Deliverance, and then Southern Comfort. Bunch of doctors go in the woods. Hal Holbrook from John Carpenter's The Fog and Creepshow. He's the star. And this mountain madman starts hunting the doctors one by one. And like I said, it's a really good film. It did finally get a Blu-ray release. I forget from who. But yeah, very good film. I don't know what this actress has been in other than this. I mean, I guess I could go over here and look it up on my phone. Of course, this had the famous poster of the guy with his mouth open and shish kebab in his mouth, which definitely got people's attention. Yeah, let's do a bit of breaking and entering for fun. It's always fun to do some breaking and entering. Always a joy. Isn't that fun? We're gonna break and enter this piece. Let's see. Happy Birthday to Me, 1981. Don't You Want Me by the Human League song. Oh my god, this fucking phone, man. Yep, that's exactly what you heard me say, right, guys? Happy Birthday to Me, 1981. Thank you. I guess it's on Tubi. Watching out for free. 6 out of 10 IMDb's. It was pretty highly ranked slasher. Yeah, it is Lawrence Dane. Okay. So let's take a look at this. Melissa Sue Anderson. Oh, she played Mary in the show Little House on the Prairie. What was that, Cannonball Run? Oh. The way that song started, I thought it was the Cannonball Run theme. Cannonball, Cannonball. Nope. Yeah, she was on the TV show Little House on the Prairie in the 70s as the main role of Mary. A couple episodes of The Love Boat. Midnight Offerings, 1981. Okay, it's showing her TV work first. What about movies? Really? This is the only movie I recognize. Chattanooga Choo Choo. Far North as Young Nurse. Dead Men Don't Die, 1990. Yeah, she mainly worked on TV. Kitty Pryde, voice of her on Spider-Man and His Amazing Friends for a couple episodes in the 80s. Episode of Chips. Episode of Fantasy Island. May 15, 1981. It. This apparently made about $10 million. I guess it made $10 million on a $3 to $5 million budget, so at least doubled its money. Produced by John Dunning and Andre Link as a Cinepitch production. They would team up again on My Bloody Valentine. Went into production within a week after Happy Birthday to Me wrapped. But My Bloody Valentine was released first for Valentine's Day. Happy Birthday to Me was a classier, bigger budgeted movie. Yeah, you have films like Terror Train, New Year's Evil, To All Good Night, Christmas Evil, He Knows You're Alone, Prom Night, Mother's Day, Graduation Day, Home Sweet Home, which had a little bit of Thanksgiving in it. The specialist genre website Retro Slashers has a copy of the script purporting to be a third draft from April 1980, where the major difference was that Virginia is the killer possessed by the spirit of her deceased mother, which she had a conversation with her dad about the mother. The filmmakers thought that what was originally scripted was not climactic enough. Although the majority of the film does point to this original ending, which indicates the script came well into production. J. Lee Thompson had directed the original Cape Fear. He had been a dialogue coach to Alfred Hitchcock years before. He wanted to direct a thriller. The makeup effects were done by special effects guru Tom Berman. Much of it was shot around Loyola College in Montreal, while the drawbridge scenes were filmed in Phoenix, New York, just outside Syracuse. Wow, there's a Phoenix, New York? I didn't even know there's a Phoenix, New York. J. Lee Thompson, the director, became known for tossing bunches of blood about on the set of the film to increase the on-screen gore. According to the producer, Thompson would be splashing blood all over the place. Your hair is a little bit up there, buddy, to the ceiling. What the hell? They had like a cartoon zap effect. What the hell was that? The kid is using static electricity to make the teacher's hair stick up, so he does this, and literally a cartoon lightning came out. A cartoon lightning came out to hit the guy in the face. Okay, that's a pretty cool shot. The camera's tilting, and then they put this light to make it more pink purple for a pretty interesting scene transition. Because that's right, this lead had a brain injury and had surgery for it. And she's played by repressed memories. Experimental brain tissue restoration procedure after surviving a harrowing accident at the drawbridge. Which is why she was freaking out so badly earlier. Her fellow top 10 members are murdered in vicious and violent ways. One gets strangled when his scarf gets thrown into the spokes of his motorcycle. One's neck is crushed in his room while lifting weights. Here's Glenn Ford as the... What do you call him? A psychiatrist or psychologist? Let's see if they say here. Psychiatrist. Yeah, Glenn Ford, I mean, he's been in a lot of stuff, including, I mean, Superman, the movie, as Pa Kent. You're here for a reason. It's not just to throw, not just to get touchdowns. Apparently, Glenn Ford did not like being in this film because he's been in a thriller slasher film. Felt it was beneath him. But hey, man, the paycheck cleared, so there's that. I just want to read out the ending that I just help me explain for later. She did it all for her as she ruined her last party. Suddenly the two Jennies struggle and the other girl is revealed as Anne, who has disguised herself as Jenny with an elaborate latex mask probably made by Alfred. Anne removes the mask, ranting and raving over her father's affair with Jenny's mother and how it destroyed her family. Anne reveals that she and Jenny are half-sisters and it's all her fault. Jenny manages to wrestle the knife from Anne and stabs her to death. As she stands over Anne's corpse, a police officer enters and says, "What have you done?" Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah, it also had The Burning and quite a few other films out there. Maniac, among others. So yeah, some motorcycle, some motocross going on here. I just haven't scenes like this help pimp up the 2 hour running time. But I guess it gives maybe the production a little bit more scope. Like, hey, there's a car chase going over a drawbridge. Hey, there's some motocross, motorcycle riding. Try to keep people interested in between the kills. Most ads and posters for the film carried a photo of a young man about to be impaled with a skewer of meat and vegetables. John will never eat shish kebab again. However, there is no character in the movie named John. Many fans were upset with the 2004 DVD release from Sony Pictures. The cover was completely different, and a disco score played over the opening credits instead of the original atmosphere piano piece. In 2009, Anchor Bay Stars released the DVD using the original poster and restored the original music over the opening sequence. Wonder how that came about, having a disco theme. You want me to see more of your panties? I've got to look at them, Guten Abend. What are you looking at, Annie Cunningham? Are you trying to hit me with your car? I don't remember which one of these tears is Anne, who is the killer. Was it the girl that she was just talking to now? I don't say, you don't cut. Just come right away, all the way towards the camera. Glenn Ford and assistant director Charles were involved in a dispute on set in which the actor allegedly hit the AD. In an interview with The Terror Trap, producer John Danny said, "He did hit our AD, who had called a lunch break in the middle of one of Glenn's scenes. I had to stop the police from arresting him. It was a mess." Glenn would not come out of his dressing room until the first AD apologized, who said he would never apologize to Glenn. But I told him that this might be the end of his career as an AD if he didn't, so he went and said he was sorry, and Glenn said he was sorry. They kissed and made up. As far as I know, Glenn never hit anybody else. Oh, is this the bit with the motorcycle? The script is taking place in a town called Exeter, Massachusetts. The location is fictional. In the US, this is the last film to open with the Columbia Pictures logo in use since 1976. Okay. There's his scarf. Bye-bye. There's that splash of blood, probably from J. Lee Thompson. Now, I don't know if there's more gore and that was cut out. I don't know for certain. Because, I mean, it's a different type of death, but he pretty much touches it, there's a splash of blood, and that's all you see. So, I mean, it's not like some of the Friday 13th or the burning or stuff where you. I don't think it's as visceral as them, but I don't know. So this is a Canadian slasher film, as in it was made in Canada. Oh, that's right. Features Meatballs alumni Spaz, played by Jack Blum, and Hardware, played by Matt Craven. I forgot Matt Craven was in Meatballs. And yeah, the other guy, yeah, Spaz, that's right. Press reports claim that in order to keep the twist ending a secret, several endings were shot. This is not true, but help hide the fact that during shooting, the film had no ending. The script was written with one ending that made sense to the story, but did not have a twist. So producers proceeded to film while tinkering with the twist. This explains why there is no build-up to the ending. Yeah, I agree with that. The filmmakers felt the ending was all too predictable, with Virginia and Melissa Sue Anderson being the killer, and rewrote it into a far more twisted revelation where the identity of the murder is revealed to be Ann Thomerson. So it kept getting an X rating. The following bits had to be trimmed for R rating. Bernadette's throat gushing blood. A graphic image of Etienne mutilated by the dirt bite. Okay, so that answered my question. So yeah, so there was probably like a reveal where his head's pulled out and you see bits of his head missing. Gruesome brain surgery shots, a bloodier impact of the bench press and grade, and a more violent bludgeoning of Dr. Faraday with the poker. Some rare prints circulating on the internet have the complete uncut murder scenes. So, rare prints circulating on the internet. So, so I don't know. Maybe you'll find a print out there. The original scripted ending revealed that Virginia was periodically possessed by the spirit of her dead mother while committing the murders, which explained her frequent blackouts. But this was changed. The severed head. Oh yeah, because you find out this guy's a makeup effects guy. It's Spaz. Obviously, because the film is so early, he's not the killer. Because we have literally an hour and 12 minutes left. And most of these, they want to keep it secret till the end. Well, I mean, either you know from the front that it's Jason, or if it's supposed to be a mystery, they don't save it till the end. So yeah, I think the other girl is Anne, because that's how she knows about this makeup effect stuff. Find out there. I'm just writing to see uncut if there is an uncut version out there. Someone goes, I just won an auction of the uncut version. It's the real deal from the reports in various forums. Open throat slit. You see the blade slice across her throat quickly, which then has her head bob back with the wound gaping open as a bit of blood flows out. Dirt bite death all in one shot with no choppy edits. You see the guy's face pulled into the spokes, drawing a couple brief frames. Then it cuts to the Drew covering the whole screen as in the R-ray version. Weight stiff. You see the impact, which causes a good amount of blood to go flying and splatter on the weights. Shish kebab, about 2 seconds or so longer with a more graphic impact shot from the front. Glenn 4 being killed with a fire portal shows him get whacked 2 times, with blood splattering all over the room. Virginia's dad, Dan's throat slit, is on screen, showing the knife sliced clean across a decent sized wound with blood pouring out before he falls on the table. The quality was horrible, though, so bad that I fast forward through much of the film since I have the fleur and just didn't feel like watching a film with such abysmal picture quality. Uh-oh, fight, 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 fight. Fight, 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 fight. So I'm looking up the ultimate list of 80 slashers. Number Elm Street, Halloween films, Friday the 13th films, Blight Valentine. I guess Child's Play would be looked at as a slasher film. Sleepaway Camp, The Burning, which I like The Burning. Slumber Party Massacre, which got 2 sequels. Prom Night I could never really get into. April Fool's Day I love. Silent Deadly Night I like that one. Funhouse is okay. Terror Drain I really like. Intruder I really like. I don't care for the final shots, but Intruder, the rest of it I really do enjoy. Maniac is a good one. Psycho 2, yeah, that's a good sequel. Elm Street 4 is a favorite of mine. Friday the 13th Part 7 is a favorite of mine. Texas Chainsaw Massacre 2 I like. Hell Night I remember not minding. Chop 'em All. Well, I don't know if I call that a slasher. It's like a sci-fi with the robots. Maniac Cop I do like, although I like Maniac Cop 2 more. Madman I'm in between. I keep going back and forth on Madman. Just Before Dawn I like. Oh, this is stuff with the weights. You ain't gonna make it. Yeah, he ain't gonna make it. I guess that's it for the... You think that was easy? Well, let's see you try to do this. Well, there's going to be another thing at your throat. It's going to be a bunch of, a couple 100 pounds. Sure, I'll tighten it. Yep, really tightened. Now, forgive me if I'm wrong, but if you have this, could you maybe like go this way or this way? Like when you're doing like this, couldn't you just topple it this way, and then the rest will follow through? For those who lift weights, you can let me know on that. Ooh, round your groin. A lot of squishy blood too. Probably more from J. Lee Thompson. Splash more blood. Oh, that's another thing about this film is that the kills didn't really do much for me either. I mean, I get it that they're a little bit different, but man, cleaned them up real quick. So this person got the dead body, put the dead body wherever the hell the person put it, in the trunk of a car or whatever, cleaned everything up, spick and span, got all the weights back up on there, and guarantee you that girl didn't lift it up normally, so that means she had to take all the weights off, put it back on, put all the weights back on, did clean up all the bod, put them in did she put them in a sack, a bag, or she had a body bag she stole from the Undertaker, whatever, dragged it around, no one noticed, put it in a trunk, go all the way to their place at the end of the film. Man, that's pretty damn special, pretty damn talented. That's another thing. I can't really say I really care about the characters. I mean, the acting is not bad compared to a lot of other films. Can't think of many slasher films that deal with a soccer game. Actually, I can't think of another one. Maybe there is, but I can't think of any. So, school won the game. Matt Craven's definitely happy about it. Won whatever money he was owed. I think they said 8 people get killed in the film. So that means we've seen 3 people die. So one's going to be Matt Craven there. One's the psychiatrist. One's the dad. I don't know who. Don't remember what the other 2 are. Well, I just said the other 2 guys. What I'm talking about. The heck is that he's burying? Because you have to understand that it's still trying to be a murder mystery as to who the killer is. You're not supposed to know who the killer is. But yeah, I just think the film, it's just too long of a movie. Like, we're 50 minutes in, and usually in slasher film, this is when it's supposed to, like, ratchet up to get into our third act climax. third act, and instead there's like an hour left of the movie. I mean, Melissa's not giving a bad performance. I mean, I would say, I say there's no one likable. I guess that's a bit untrue. Like, Melissa's not doing a bad job. Like, the actors, they're not doing a bad job. It's just, I can't really say I'm engaged with the characters. I'm not really just engaged with the story. I mean, like, the characters in April Fool's Day is very energetic and funny, and your hostess 20 is showing. Like, there's a lot of fun bits of dialogue in that. Welcome to the lifestyles of the rich and undeserving. And you had like Clayton Roner, and you got Biff from Back to the Future, Thomas F. Wilson. You got Amy Steele, which I'm a big fan of. Like, you got a very likable cast in that, and very spooky store, and to me, that's a twist that was pretty fun. I won't give it away, but that's a fun twist. Like My Bloody Valentine, the whole atmosphere of the mines is dark and claustrophobic, and like here, I mean, like, it's called Happy Birthday to me, but I already forget that a birthday is involved. To be perfectly honest, just until the very very end of the film. Like, it's called Happy Birthday to me. I like the birthday motif is that repeated over and over again. Yes, Virginia, there is a Santa Claus. Why do you want to cut the rope? What's the point of this? Just, just to throw suspicion onto him? I got a knife. I'm gonna stitch it up my pie hole, 'cause I like it that way. It's just weird for weird's sake, I guess. 'Cause he's not the killer. Again, just trying to be weird for weird's sake. And for some reason being like a stalker killer for what? Just to throw off the audience? But, like, in the reality of this world, how does this make sense? Like, I'm going to sneak you up to a lone place. I'm going to pull out a knife. I'm going to stalk you. There's blood there. Or is this the bit where she had to stab him? So the rope was cut. Yeah, it's time to call the cops. And the whole scene was just weird. Just really strange. Dude, the whole thing was just strange. Like the guy like goes up there, let me cut a rope, and then going, I got a knife. And like I will say the brain stuff, the surgery is like the most graphic parts of the movie. I'll say those makeup effects are really good, and it's actually hard to see. Like those are the most graphic parts of the movie to me. It's not the kills, it's the surgery. God, makes my head hurt. I can't watch it. I don't know why. Yeah. I read somewhere that apparently these were real surgeons, and of course they did it on a fake brain. And really, this whole thing kind of ended up being pointless. I mean, it's just to throw people off where she's having these blackouts, and is she the killer? You think she is, then it's not. And people go, well, it'd be more predictable. But yeah, but that's where your story's going, and predictable or not, that's where your story. It's like, let's forego the story for a twist or for a swerve. It just doesn't really fit in the whole scheme of things. Why did that guy try to go after her with a knife anyway? Like, are psychos just known in this area? Like, seriously, like, what was this point of just, I want to cut this rope, and it's like, I got a knife. And then slowly goes up to her, like, why? Like, what was the whole point of it? That guy was a psycho? He wanted to kill her? He wanted to steer her? He wanted to, for the giggles? What was the whole point of it? I mean, it's not to make people think he's the killer because again, there's like 50 some minutes left of the movie. And by is that guy dead or is he just incapacitated? Maybe it says on this paper here. I don't know. Again, is that character dead or incapacitated? Oh, the kid's missing, so he's dead too. So they found a bloody knife, but they didn't find the person. So yeah, where's Rudy? So that's what, four people now? The slit throat, the motorcycle, the weight, and now that guy. Uh, what a loudmouth guy. Hey, they found someone outside. Yeah, let's screw up all the evidence. That was the thing that one guy was covering. The scarf. Was the guy doing it because he likes the girl and thinks that she did it, so was trying to cover it up for her? But then again, why would he go... What the hell? What? Oh, is this in her... Or is this in her mind? That's strange. Okay, it's a rock. Why would you give it to a psychiatrist? What's the psychiatrist going to do? It's a skull. So it's a fake skull. See, this for me, like, none of this, like, makes any damn sense. It's just... This is where I'm getting, like, confused. This is how I felt when I first saw this. Just getting so confused. Like, someone hid a scarf and a fake skull. So maybe, possibly, someone will find it. Or there's a real skull and someone switched it for some reason. And Rudy decided to be so menacing, coming at the person with a knife. I got a knife. I'm coming towards you. For what reason? Like, why did he act that way? Why did he talk that way? How did he cut himself with the knife? What? What in the hell? Plus, is Rudy with her, or is he with the other girl? Or is the other girl his sister? I don't fucking know, man. That's these freakouts. Now she's visualizing someone underwater. What, she saw Splash the other day? She just, Splash came out after this. Why is she visualizing someone underwater? So a woman just decided to fake drown. Oh, I'm gonna swim and go up. What the hell? her mom died at the drawbridge and drowned, and she was in it. Okay, that's the movie. Oh my god, man. I'm sorry. In my opinion, this does not deserve a 6 out of 10 IMDb. I don't. I mean, like I said, Silent Madness I have more fun with. Hell Night I have more fun with. The Burning I have more fun with. My Bloody Valentine, April Fool's Day, like various other slasher films I much prefer over this. In the 80s. Let's not even get into the 90s and 2000s and so forth, but just the 80s just... Is it the worst? No, because at least there's some competent acting. Once in a while there's some decent direct... Really, the scene transitions from her to her surgery or such are the couple nice moments of direction. The kills just aren't that memorable to me. I don't know, the story just goes on forever. And the stuff that just doesn't make sense because why do certain characters act a certain way, and like why hide this skull and near the flowers, and if it was why hide a fake skull there, or if it was a real skull, like why, I don't know. Why did he come in with a knife and then try to have all these red herrings of who the killer is? Like, is it this guy? Is it, Rudy? Rudy. Don't do it, Spaz. Oh, he's got black gloves. So apparently everybody in this whole town has black gloves. I don't have any black gloves. Do you have black gloves? Why does everybody in this damn town have the same black gloves? Is this like something you're given at school? Here's your textbook. Here's your textbook. Here's this, and here's some black gloves. Like, why does everybody have the same black gloves? How about purple, blue, red, white? How about white gloves? Then she stabbed him. So are you led to believe that this is the other Anne with her face? I guess that's the thing. We're led to believe that this is Anne with the girl's face. Why did she go out there to that grave when we find out that she's mad that this woman slept with her father, so that she hates her and hates the daughter? So why would she go out there to a gravesite, and she just knew someone would come by to stab the person? To frame our lead here? Is that what? Like, she knew someone would come by, or why come by with wearing the person's face? What if Melissa or the dad or someone else came by, and what if Melissa with a group of friends came by? Like, Melissa and some friends came by. I guess, is the real Melissa, like, is that the real? Or is she kidnapped and tied up until the end of the film? I don't know. Because I guess within the retrospect, the person that stabbed, I know his name's not Spaz, but I think Meatballs, was... That's another thing. They said the most bizarre murders. There's nothing bizarre about that murder, as the advertising suggests. It's like the first one. the most bizarre murders. I'm like, I'm guessing this is the real Melissa, because it's one thing to have makeup effects, it's another to have your voice sound exactly like the other person. What, does she also have the voice modulator from Mission Impossible? She just has to be a expert impressionist. As stupid as it sounds to say out loud, it would have made more sense if it was her mom possessing her. It really would. That's, again, one of the things that I got Disco. Not a fan of Disco. I mean, I'm an AC/DC guy. I'm a Metallica guy. I mean, I'm a rock and roll, heavy metal type of guy, or Vince DiCola, John Carpenter type of music. I'm not a disco guy. I don't like Disco Duck. I don't like the disco theme from Star Wars that someone did. I could deal with the disco theme of Friday the 13th Part 3. And maybe some of the stuff is like Saturday Night Fever I could deal with. Still not explaining why Rudy wanted to stalk someone with a knife and come at you with a knife. I got a knife. Like, why? Oh my god, man. What's the body count so far? The girl at the beginning is 1. Motorcycle 2. White 3. That guy there is 4. I can't remember. I know the dad and the psychiatrist get killed. That's 6. So that's 2 more. I know the one guy gives the shish kebab in the mouth. That'll be 7. Maybe there's more than 8 that get killed. I don't know why I keep thinking only 8 get killed. Because that would mean like one of these... I don't know. Or is this supposed to be Anne wearing her face? And if that's the case, then... Or is that her there? I don't know. I'm trying to understand this damn thing. I don't think the makers would be able to understand it. So in the original script, it'd be like, okay, that's Anne. So that's the thing. She tells him, I'm going to my place with Steve, so Anne knows. So now Anne's going to sneak out, wear her face. I guess either knock her out or hope she gets a blackout. As someone loud is driving by. So how did this come about? Like, they went home together. What? The real Melissa stepped out and then either got knocked out or blacked out. And then she comes in wearing the face. So does she talk? She does talk. So again, how does she know how to do the voice? Is she just an impression like expert now. She can just do impressions and not only. And listen, I know makeup was good in 1981, but what I mean, not that damn good. I said I know makeup effects were good in 1981, but they weren't that damn good. I mean, if an alien came down, it'd be less science fiction than this. I know that's stupid to complain about because we buy into Jason Voorhees coming back to life each time. Again, I know that's stupid to complain about, but it's just. It's like if you tell me it's goofball from the beginning, okay, but then if you're trying to trick me into it, it's like you're trying to make me seem like I'm an idiot. And I'm an idiot, but I could call that myself. I don't need you to do it. This is where the guy gets killed, Matt Craven. So yeah, he was in Meatballs. He was in the 1990 Jacob's Ladder film. I mean, that's definitely probably the most memorable death scene in the movie. So yeah, I'm guessing there's probably a bit where it went through the back of his head. So again, like, so she can mimic the voice perfectly, and the makeup is so perfect. There's no seams or. Oh my god, man! This comes from a guy that loves the twist in the April Fool's Day '86 film, which people say is ridiculous, but this is more ridiculous. Like again, so did the real. Did she get chloroformed? Well, lucky enough, she blacked out. You would think if someone chloroformed her and drugged her, she would have remembered that part. I mean, how convenient that she forgets everything about it. I mean, I guess you could say that's the reason for the brain surgery subplot is that they give a reason how she can forget and have blackouts. But does this Anne girl have a timer? She's about ready to black out in 5 minutes. When she does this, I'll go in for the kill using her face and modulate that I stole from the future of Mission Impossible. This was on the TV show Mission Impossible, and she stole it from that. Come on, man. If people like this film, that's fine. You do feel free to let me know in the comments section. I just call a lot of BS in this movie. BS and barbecue, man. There's a lot of BS in this movie. I mean, I guess you could say at least they're trying to develop the main character. And her acting is not that bad, but yeah, is that the best place to be? Doesn't drawbridges, though, have operators to make sure on this type of stuff? Maybe not, I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong, maybe they don't have it. If not, then they should. They should hire people. You know, pay. I'll do that job. Drawbridge operator, I'll do that job. But even the original plot of the deceased mom possessing her, why is she so vindictive and vengeful? Because she doesn't seem like that way here. Like she's protecting her daughter. She opened the window to make sure her daughter got out and protected her daughter. So she didn't seem that bad off of a person. Bit drunk, but not that bad or awful of a person. So, again, why in the original script would the mother be so vindictive and possessing her daughter and making her daughter kill people? Like, why would the mom do that? What cause would the mom have? That usually it'd be, oh, you find out the mom was a horrible person, or you find out that the person was a horrible being, or something else to that effect. Hell of a streamer. So is that supposed to be Anne to sort of take it away from her? So I guess in the original script, maybe it's like, yeah, she did drown her, and then all this happened. But again, in the original script, why would the mom be possessing her to the point of wanting her to kill people, or the mom wanting these people dead? I mean, if it was these kids that were hurting her and bullying her, and the mom possessed her to protect her baby, to protect her daughter, maybe, but what's the deal? Nothing in the bathtub. And another blackout. So, again, are we meant to assume that Anne either put a fake body in there or pretended to drown, and then when she left, Anne got out, cleaned the whole bathtub, made sure everything was spick and span and no water or anything, and in her wet clothes climbed out and ran away? Are we meant to think of all that, or what the hell? Ah, my God. All for the damn Scooby-Doo ending. It's old woman, it's, it's Anne. It's old man winners. Oh my God, man. Can someone answer me that in the original idea? Why would the mom want to possess her own daughter when in the flashback, like, she was a bit drunk? And like, was the reveal going to be like why she was so upset and drunk, and like the people that ridiculed her, their sons and daughters are the people being killed? Like, maybe that was supposed to be I'm guessing that would be the reveal in the ending. I'm guessing the reveal in the ending would be that the mom was either sleeping around or slept with all those people or whatever. I don't know. I guess some other type of thing. Not that it matters, because it's not the plot here. It's Anne is doing it. Ludo, happy birthday. There's the title. Sorry, about ready to sneeze. Tried to get as far away from the mic as I could. Because sometimes with the Audacity and the microphone, if I do stuff like that, the audio becomes out of sync. That's why I have to just someday pony up and buy a better camcorder that actually records the audio and video together, but that's like $400 and some dollars. I just don't have $400 and some dollars in my back pocket to just splurge on that. And this is still, working as, smooth as it may not be. Uh, 23 minutes left. I know DavieVids mentioned this. He was a fan of this film. He's nostalgic for it. He grew up with it. That's cool. Obviously, I did not. I said I'm not really a fan of this movie. Again, I'll give credit to the acting. I'll give credit to a couple of the directing choices. But I think that the script, the story is just dead on arrival. Pretty bad psychiatrist too. Like, this is a girl that has all this brain issues, brain damage and stuff, and you think you'd have a few more doubts of, girl's missing and she thought she killed him, and all these other people are missing, and the one connection is her. So that newspaper shows 5 people. Six of the richest. So 6 of the richest. Nothing but the best for my little girl. So I guess this is... Okay. So this will answer my question for what the original script was going to do. There you go. If they won't come to our party, we'll go to theirs. So, okay, that shows a little bit. Well, that shows a little bit of her psyche, the mom's psyche. I can't be bought off ever again. So that's why. So they answered my question before the original script is that she obviously was a psychologically damaged. People bought her off. Gonna make them pay. So that's why. So again, okay, the answer. I told you I didn't remember much about the film because I saw like once, like 10 years ago or something. So yeah, that would have made more sense to keep with the original story. The mom's possessing her because of that flashback there. Gonna make them pay. And those 6 kids and anyone who gets in their way didn't come to her daughter's party thinking better than me. You think you can buy me off. You think you're better than. Well, there you go. So the wait. There's the one with the, yeah. God, there's like an explosion of blood. Yeah, that wasn't the most smooth edit. I could say that was not the most smooth edit in the film. Not the smoothest. So I guess in the uncut version, you saw much more of a, I would assume, the smooth edit mentioned there. So the one guy, Rudy, with the cut hand, and his girlfriend, they live. So those two live then, huh? So nothing happens to Rudy, and it never explains why he's such a creepy guy. Because isn't this where you get the crazy birthday party with all the dead bodies? I guess it would make sense that the husband would have been the last one to die because the mother would have, how I put it, the mother was pissed at the father and he never did this, he never did that, so that's what the last of the mother would want to kill while being possessed. Yeah, so it really becomes a swerve of twist right out of nowhere. You go, what? Yeah, we never see Rudy and the one girl again, do we? Unless we do, and they're just bodies that were killed off screen. Oh, is that the one girl? with the birthday present. And she's out of it. Who's in this coffin? If anybody. That's the Glenn Ford? So she dragged Glenn Ford all the way out there? Why is the one girl just staying out there with the birthday package? Did she see that room, ran out, just decided to stand in the rain? Or did she find the Glenn Ford's body, just started standing in the rain? And I get the guy's looking for his daughter, but he's not like, hey, let me take you inside, let me put you in a car, anything of the sort. And where's Rudy? Where's the Rudy guy? Is he dead? Is he alive? Is he in here? Watch and find out. Okay, I know. In case it doesn't, I'll get my phone. Yeah, this is where there's going to be the birthday part with all the dead bodies. There's the birthday. Which, why would Anne think of this idea? Like, for all we know, Anne didn't know crap about the birthday party and that these 6 people and that the mom was so pissed about. So how would Anne know about all this? And why would Anne set all this up? Like, I guess she wants revenge, I guess, for whatever the hell. Happy birthday to me, 1981. What happened to Rudy? Yeah, at some point he just sort of disappeared from the movie with no resolution for his character, dead or alive. Rudy disappeared and Amelia was left living in a catatonic state because her death was too graphic for an R rating. That excluded Amelia, Rudy, and the other blonde girl, Maddie. Who the hell was Amelia? Fuck, I don't even remember who the hell that was. Like, the... Yeah, I don't remember. There's Amelia, there's Maddie. What? Trying to remember who the hell these characters were. Amelia, Maddie. So Amelia was outside, staying in the yard, what seems to be a state of shock. I'm trying to remember which was Amelia and which was Maddie. Okay, Amelia was staying outside. So he gets to throw it. So which one was Maddie? I don't remember a Maddie. Which one was Maddie? I don't even remember her. Maddie was the one swimming, and she's the blonde. Okay, Maddie was the blonde. Maddie was the blonde one swimming. That's Maddie. And Amelia. Yeah, this is that stupid twist. They're going, what the hell's going on? Not a damn bit of it makes a damn bit of damn sense. Stupid. Just stupid. So stupid. So which one was Amelia? I don't remember Amelia. Okay, she's the one who found the weights and tried to look for that guy. So Amelia's the one trying to look for that guy. I swear they almost look the damn same. I swear they almost look the damn same. Amelia and Maddie. And yeah, Rudy, you never know what happened to him. He just disappears. There's Anne. I remember when I first saw this, I went, what the hell is going on? They never said, yeah, they never suspect the thing because it's so stupid. How do you talk like her? How? Yeah, how convenient that she woke up remembering nothing. How convenient of that. Alfred the mask maker. The fresh maker. So yeah, she did chloroform her, and she didn't remember someone chloroforming her. Just sticking up and chloroforming her, and she don't remember that. Because chloroforming is the same as blackouts. Like, how do you not remember someone that many times? So her mom was this girl's father's mistress. You know what did that better? The first Scream, where Steve Ulrich goes, your mom was flashy stuff like she was Sharon Stone. And believe me, she's no Sharon Stone. It's done much better than Scream. My God, much better movie too. Not even much of a fight. It's just cop just happens to get there at that time. I mean, she could just explain, but I guess no, she's just gonna stand there. That's a pretty depressing ending. So, successful in framing her. Melissa Sue Anderson. Again, not a bad cast. So it's a depressing ending. A story that just... It's following one direction and went... Characters just disappear like Rudy. And was it the Maddie or Amelia, whoever the hell the other character was? They just disappear. I just because they warned the six. They just disappear. And like the kills, I don't know, the kills compared to a lot of 80 slasher films are not. I mean, I just other than the shish kebab death, and it's long too. It's like almost 2 hours long. So I'm gonna end it here. Like I said, if you enjoy it, DavieVids, that's cool. If other people enjoy it, cool. I'll stick with My Bloody Valentine. I'll stick with April Fool's Day, Intruder, Terror Train, The Burning, Elm Street, Friday the 13th films, Halloween 2, Psycho 2. There's other slasher films I would rather. Even like Silent Madness, I prefer. So with that said, thanks for watching. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.